Have you ever felt that little bit of panic when you get sick in a new country and you realize you have to explain it in English? Yeah, it's a totally common feeling, but you're in the right place to fix that. In this explainer, we're going to give you the essential phrases you need to confidently handle everything from calling in sick to actually talking with the doctor. Okay, let's dive in.
So here's our game plan for today. We're going to start with the words you need to describe how you're feeling, your symptoms. Then we'll cover making those really important phone calls. After that, we'll walk through what to say at the doctor's office and finally, how to make sure you understand your prescription. By the end, you'll have a whole toolkit for these situations.
You know the feeling. We've all been there. You wake up one morning and you just feel off. A little achy, maybe a scratchy throat. You just know you're getting sick.
But then, the big question hits you. How in the world do you explain this feeling in English? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today, step by step.
First things first, let's start with the basics, describing your symptoms. Because knowing the right words is always the very first step to getting the help you need.
We'll begin with the classics, right? The things most of us have felt before, like that unmistakable scratchy feeling of a sore throat, or that warmth that tells you, yep, you've got a fever. Here's some of that key vocabulary for those really common symptoms. And the best part? It's so easy. You can just use the simple, powerful phrase, I have a, and then add the symptom. For instance, I have a headache, or I have a runny nose. It's such a clear and effective way to say exactly what's wrong. Okay, now let's clear something up that trips up a lot of English learners, the difference between ache and pain. Think of an ache as a dull, constant feeling, like a backache that just lasts all day. Pain, on the other hand, is usually sharper, and it might come and go, like a sudden sharp pain when you lift something heavy. All right, so you've got the words to describe how you feel. Now it's time to actually do something about it. And this usually means making a couple of important phone calls.
First up, you might need to call work. This phrase is perfect. It's professional and super clear. And that little expression, coming down with something, that's a really natural way to say you're just starting to feel sick.
Next, for the doctor's office, a simple and polite request like this is all you need. It's direct, it's polite, and it gets the job done.
So you've made the appointment, you're at the clinic, and now you're face-to-face with the doctor. Let's walk through how that conversation might go.
It is totally normal to feel a little nervous in this situation, but just remember, clear and simple communication is what really matters. You don't need fancy, complex words. Just be honest about how you're feeling.
The conversation is almost always going to start with a question just like this one. Think of it as the doctor's way of saying, okay, tell me what's going on. And here it is. This is where your preparation pays off. You can answer directly using the vocabulary we just covered. A simple, clear description is exactly what the doctor needs to hear.
The next question is almost always about timing. And why is that? Well, knowing how long you felt this way is a really crucial clue for the doctor to figure out what's wrong.
And again, a simple and direct answer is perfect. You could say, it started yesterday, or about 2 days ago. This gives the doctor a nice, clear timeline.
So you've explained your symptoms, the doctor has a diagnosis, and now we get to the final and really critical step of the visit, understanding your treatment. Please, never hesitate to ask questions if you're not sure about your prescription. Asking, how often should I take this, is a super simple but powerful way to make sure you understand the instructions. It's about taking charge of your own health.
The doctor's instructions will usually be broken down into 3 clear parts: what to take, how often you should take it, and for how long. So just listen for those 3 details to know you have the full picture.
And there you have it. We've gone through the entire journey. So now, let's pull together the most important phrases into your own personal health toolkit that you can use anytime.
Think of these 5 phrases as your essentials. They're incredibly useful, and you can use them in pretty much every situation we talked about. If you can master these, you'll have a really solid foundation for talking about your health in English. And of course, practice is what builds confidence. Try saying these phrases out loud. Maybe even grab a friend and role-play a little conversation. The more you practice, the more natural they're going to feel when you really need them. So, I'll leave you with a little question to get you started. Confidence comes from preparation, right? So out of all the phrases we covered today, what's the one phrase you're going to commit to practicing this week?